Have you ever met a man who barely posts anything online? No selfies every morning. No grinding picture at the gym. No picture of his dinner. No mysterious quote at 2 a.m. like, real ones know. Nothing. And somehow you start wondering, what is this guy actually doing? That's exactly what makes some men who stay quiet on social media so interesting. Because sometimes, not posting isn't a sign that someone has nothing going on. It can be a sign that they have plenty going on, and simply don't feel the need to prove it. Think about it. Imagine two men finishing an amazing workout. One immediately grabs his phone, finds the perfect angle, adjusts the lighting, flexes slightly, and spends 10 minutes choosing between 3 captions. The other guy, he finishes his workout, drinks his water, and goes home. The first man got a workout. The second man got a workout, and didn't need the internet to give him a gold star for it. That difference says a lot. For some men, social media becomes less about living and more about being seen living. Every achievement becomes content. Every vacation becomes a photo shoot. Every relationship becomes a public announcement. And eventually, you can start living for the camera instead of for yourself. But men who post less often may simply value control over their personal story. They decide what people know about them. They decide what stays private. And that privacy can be powerful. Because when everyone knows everything about you, there is very little left to discover. But when you reveal less, people naturally become more curious. Think about the last time you saw someone who never posts. You probably wondered at least once. What does he do? Where does he go? Is he even on social media? Congratulations. You just experienced the mystery effect. In a world where people document everything from breakfast to bedtime, privacy can actually make someone stand out. But there's another reason some men disappear from the social media spotlight. Focus. Social media is designed to keep your attention. You open it for 5 minutes. Then somehow you're watching a stranger review a sandwich in another country. 30 minutes later, you're wondering how your life got here. And some people simply decide they don't want to play that game every day. Instead of checking who liked their picture, they're checking their bank account. Instead of worrying about comments, they're working on their goals. Instead of building an online image, they're building a real-life identity. And that brings us to something even deeper. Validation. There is a huge difference between doing something because you're proud of it, and doing something because you need other people to tell you it's impressive. A man who becomes comfortable without constant approval develops a different kind of confidence. He doesn't need 10,000 people to agree that he's successful. He knows what he's working toward. He knows what matters to him. And he doesn't need to announce every step of the journey. Of course, let's be realistic. Not every man who doesn't post is secretly a millionaire, building an empire in a mountain somewhere. Sometimes he just doesn't like Instagram. Sometimes he forgot his password. And sometimes he genuinely doesn't know how to take a good picture. That's okay too. The point isn't that silence automatically means confidence or maturity. It's what the silence represents. If a man stays private because he's afraid of judgment, that's one thing. But if he stays private because he has stopped needing everyone's approval, that's something completely different. Real maturity is when you stop asking, how do I look to everyone? And start asking, am I proud of the life I'm building? Because eventually you realize something. You don't need to post every victory. You don't need to announce every goal. You don't need to prove you're happy. Some of the best things in life don't need an audience. And maybe that's the real power of staying quiet online. It's not about disappearing. It's about knowing that your real life is more important than your digital image. Because at the end of the day, likes don't build your future. Followers don't create your character. And a perfect profile doesn't guarantee a meaningful life. Sometimes the strongest statement you can make is simply to stop performing for people who aren't even watching. Build quietly, live fully, and let your results make the noise.